In that fleeting moment, Shang Yunyan felt a surge of pride rising, within him a dangerous kind of excitement. But he quickly reminded himself, arrogance leads to downfall. That's absolutely unacceptable. Taking a deep breath, Shang Yunyan carefully gathered every document, placed them back into the gift pack, and returned to his almighty land. System, he muttered, my adrenaline's spiking, and I can barely calm down. The system's voice echoed calmly, host, in the future, you will stand at the very peak of the universe. What you are seeing now is nothing but drizzle. Stay composed. Be grounded. I hope het red. Does NT cloud your eyes? Shang Yunyan chuckled. I understand. People feel unsatisfied because they lack too much. But true happiness comes from knowing contentment, right? Exactly. Smiling, he returned to his tiny rental apartment and pulled out the villa's property certificate and keys from the gift pack. Just then buzz, his phone rang. A strange number. He hesitated for a second then answered. Hello? Good afternoon, Mr. Shang. This is the Rolls-Royce Imperial Club. The Phantom Shadow you ordered has just arrived. May I ask when would be a convenient time for us to deliver your vehicle? Oh, I see. Tomorrow afternoon. Send it to number 13. Tianhua Yip in Golden Corridor 3rd Ring. Imperial City. Excellent, Mr. Shang. Shall we confirm the exact time tomorrow? Or would PM suit you? Make it PM. Also, do you have someone who can teach me how to drive it properly? Of course, sir. Our instructor will accompany the delivery. Congratulations once again, Mr. Shang. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. He hung up, feeling utterly delighted. Even the tone of the caller carried that subtle smile of the elite, the kind that made him realize what class truly sounded like. Buzz. Another call this time. An out-of-town number. He frowned, hesitated, then answered again. Hello, who's this? Good evening, young Master Shang. A woman's voice. Young Master Shang? He repeated awkwardly. It was the first time anyone had called him that. Both strange and intoxicating. Good evening, young master. This is Duan Yuru from Shangyu Staffing Agency. Our butler team is currently in Shanghai and will arrive at your villa by PM tonight. May I confirm your address? Villa District number 13 Tianhua Yipin, Golden Corridor, Imperial City. Perfect, young master. We'll see you tonight. See you then. After hanging up, Shang Yunyan hurried to put everything back into the system's storage space. As the system had advised, whenever you need something, find a quiet place and retrieve it directly. Carrying his bank card, he went downstairs and found the near street branch of the Shenhua Bank. He needed to deposit his check first 10 billion yuan. Without money in his account, he could proceed with the butler team tonight. But just as he took a number and sat down, ring, another call. This time, a landline number familiar somehow. Hello? Good day. Is this Director Shang? Director Shang? He suddenly realized it was the phone number from his old boss's office. Back when he worked for United Fate Investment Co., he had seen that number often. The company's chairman, an old man named Hu Li, was a sharp investor, but utterly blind in hiring. He had promoted scum like Ma Yongsheng Amen, who climbed by feeding on others' work and sucking up to those in power. This is Shang. Who's calling? Director Shang. I'm Hu Li, former chairman of United Fate Investment. I just received news that you've acquired my company. I wanted to congratulate you and ask, why the sudden acquisition? Shang Yunyan's tone was calm, controlled. Tomorrow, 2:30 to 3 p.m. I'll come to United Fate. In person, we'll talk face to face. Good. I'll be waiting. Meanwhile, word spread across the entire company. United Fate had been bought by a mysterious tycoon. The office atmosphere changed overnight. This was a company built on flattery, nepotism and hypocrisy. Ma Yongsheng was the perfect example, thriving by stepping on others. But the company's survival depended on just two long-term, highly profitable projects, and Shang Yunyan knew them better than anyone. For now, business could wait. The priority was money. He handed the 10 billion yuan's check and his humble bank card to the teller. The clerk glanced at the check, eyes widening in disbelief. Sir, please wait a moment. I don't have clearance for this amount. I'll need to call our branch manager. Open a new card? I already have one. I just want to deposit this. Sir, for such a large deposit, we must upgrade your account level. Please wait a moment. The clerk whispered nervously, then hurried off. Visibly excited, Shang Yunyan looked at the excited young teller with a completely innocent face. He had no idea what was going on. Host, the system said in his mind. You clueless kid. You just deposited an amount big enough to fulfill her entire year's performance target. Of course she's shabby. What? Bank tellers have performance quotas for deposits too? Of course they do. While he was still chatting with the system, a middle-aged man in his 40s approached him with a warm smile. Mr. Shang, good afternoon. I'm Liu Tianyi, branch president of Shenhua Bank. It's a great honor to serve you. Because your deposit qualifies for our super VIP purple gold account, we're opening a special card for you today. If your balance grows even higher in the future, we'll upgrade your privileges once again. Oh, all right then. Please make it quick. I still have a lot to do. Of course, Mr. Shang. Right away. Within minutes, the manager personally completed the process. 10 billion yuan safely deposited. Along with it, he handed over a sleek black credit card. Mr. Shang, this credit card is complimentary. It comes with numerous privileges. If you make just 8 purchases a year with no spending limit, we'll waive the annual fee of 20,000 yuan. Got it. Is everything done? Then I'll get going. Allow me to escort you out. Mr. Shang, by the way, our bank also offers premium investment products with very competitive returns. Perhaps you'd be interested? Shang Yunyan smiled politely. Thank you, but I own a financial investment company myself. If I ever need a bank product, I'll reach out. With that, he left the bank at last feeling lighter, taller, and for the first time in years, confident. Now that his money was secured, it was time to see his new home. According to the system, the villa at Tianhua Yibin, Golden Corridor, Imperial City, was fully furnished, high-end interiors, luxury furniture, and top-tier home appliances. It was surreal. A few days ago, he was just another wage earner, renting at any apartment beyond the 5th ring road, far inconvenient but cheap. And now, he had a mansion, cars, company staff, an entire new life gifted by the system. A true young master. Outside the gates of the Tianhua Yipin Villa District, Shang Yunyan arrived in plain sportswear. As he tried to enter, a guard stopped him. Good afternoon, sir. Are you visiting someone? No, I'm here to check on my house. Sir, this is Apprivate Villa area. All houses here are sold out. If you are interested, you'll need to visit the sales office. Shang Yunyan smiled faintly. Security looks solid, that's good. I live here. I bought the property long ago, but haven't come by yet. Without further explanation, he pulled out his key card and tapped it against the scanner. Beep, the gate opened instantly. The guard stared in disbelief. That outfit, that demeanor, could this ordinary-looking guy really afford a Tianhua Yipin Villa? Maybe it was his first time coming to inspect the place. Moments after he entered, 2 property managers approached. They confirmed his identity and quickly guided him to Villa number 13. As the massive gates opened, Shang Yunyan froze. It wasn't just a house, it was a manor. He muttered under his breath. I underestimated the system again. One of the butlers spoke with a courteous smile. Honored owner, Villa number 13 is the top tier residence in Tianhua Yipin. The total building area is 5,220 square meters, 4 floors above ground, 3 underground, covering nearly 30,000 square meters of land. It also includes 2 smaller villas for staff and servants. Not bad, Shang Yunyan said calmly. Can you check how much I paid for it when I bought it? Of course. Mr. Shang, this villa was purchased at a fixed price of 13 billion yuans. However, before you move in, you'll need to register all residents, including your staff and vehicles, with our property management office. There's also an annual property fee. How much is that? 12 yuan per square meter. For your villa, including landscaping and the additional villas, that's about 950,000 yuans per year. 900 Danfidwan Shudi. Shang Yunyan almost shouted. That was beyond his comprehension. In his old life, property fees were a few yuan per square meter. How could this place be 4 or 5 times higher? Yes, about 1 million. The butler replied gently, though slightly puzzled. Strange, she thought. Someone who could buy a 13 billion yuan villa, shocked by a 1 million property fee. Shang Yunyan quickly composed himself. That's fine. By the way, my personal butler team will land tonight around 8. Will your office still be open by then? Don't worry, Mr. Shang. I'm your assigned property manager. My name is Molly. We're available at any time. Let's exchange contact info. Once your team arrives, just send me their details. Perfect. Oh, and tomorrow around PM, my car delivery team will be here. Please help coordinate their access. Of course, Mr. Shang. It'll be my pleasure. All right, you all go ahead. Shang Yunyan waved his hand with a casual smile. I'll look around by myself. No need for a formal inspection. If there's any problem, I'll let you know later. Yes, Mr. Shang. Wish you a pleasant. The 2 butlers bowed politely and watched as he entered through the courtyard gate. Once he disappeared inside, they began to whisper among themselves. Wow, this Mr. Shang looks so young, said Peony, one of the maids. How could someone his age afford such an expensive house? And look at what he's wearing. Not exactly rich guy material. You don't understand, replied Molly with a knowing smile. Real billionaires keep a low profile. Maybe he's the heir of some corporate empire. Anyway, it's none of our business. Just do your job. But honestly, he's kind of handsome, don't you think? Did you notice his eyes? So clear and pure. It's been a long time since I've seen such a bright, sunny boy, and this one's rich, living in a mansion like this. If only I could. Oh my god, Molly. Peony rolled her eyes dramatically. Gross. Shut up. You're the gross one. The 2 women bickered their way down the path, laughing and teasing each other as their voices faded into the distance. Meanwhile, Shang Yunyan stepped through the courtyard gate. Before him stood a grand European-style villa, tall and majestic, its white exterior walls gleaming softly under the afternoon light. The vast lawns on both sides were dotted with exotic plants he couldn't even name, and in the center stood an enormous fountain to cherubs chasing each other, streams of crystal water leaping between them. Even from the third floor, one could probably see it clearly. Shang Yunyan walked slowly along the marble path, his footsteps echoing as he approached the back entrance. The door alone stood nearly 3 meters high, and for a moment he wondered if he even had the strength to open it. He inserted the key click and pushed it open. What he saw took his breath away. The 5,220 square meter mansion was beyond imagination. 4 floors above ground, 3 below, each level around 700 to 800 square meters. The first floor held a massive reception hall, with 4 towering columns supporting the central structure. A staircase led downward to the underground levels, while 2 private elevators stood quietly to one side. Near the floor-to-ceiling windows lay the main seating area, bathed in golden sunlight. On top of pale gray marble tiles rested a huge white sheepskin rug, several hides stitched together to form one luxurious surface. In its center, a modern designer coffee table and faint lie with reflected light. It was clear the house hadn't been occupied for some time. A thin layer of dust covered the surfaces. Shang Yunyan sank into a soft, breathable sofa, letting the warm sunlight wash over him. For once, he didn't rush to explore the upper floors. He already trusted the system, whatever it provided was bound to be the best of the best. The warmth, the silence. He slowly drifted into sleep. In his dream he saw his grandfather, Shang Quan, smiling kindly. Yunyan, our Shang family has always been home-street and upright. Remembered Alendandwan Fenfendwand. Elsewhere in the city, at United Faith Investment Co., chaos was unfolding. The news had spread. The chairman had been replaced overnight. Inside the office, a man named Ma Yongsheng, the company's arrogant project manager, was gloating. Yongking, listen to me, he said, grabbing the young woman in his arms. The new chairman won't change anything. I'm still the one who runs this place. Don't think you can fool around behind my back or else. Come on honey, she giggled nervously. Where do your face, what ifs menaces? What's there to be afraid of? Everyone here works for me. He laughed crudely, pulling her closer. I'm the king around here. Come on baby. They had no idea that several employees outside were already recording the entire scene, every word, every move, whispering and exchanging looks of disgust. Back at the mansion, Shang Yunyan awoke to find moonlight spilling through the windows. What time is it? He fumbled for his phone. Damn, almost 8 o'clock. The butler should be arriving any minute now. He quickly called Duan Yuru, the chief housekeeper. Hello young Master Shang, came her gentle voice. Miss Duan, where are you now? We've just reached the villa district entrance. We'll be there shortly. Perfect. I'm at villa number 13. I'll let the property manager know to let you through. Understood young master. Shang Yunyan hung up and immediately messaged Molly to inform the guards. Then he stepped outside into the crisp night air to wait. Soon headlights appeared at the gate. Molly walked at the front, followed by Duan Yuru and the rest of the housekeeper team, each pulling a suitcase. Mr. Shang, your staff have arrived, Molly said with a professional smile. Thank you, Molly. Sorry to trouble you so late. You're too kind, Mr. Shang. It's my duty. If you need anything at all, please contact me anytime. All right, Shang Yunyan replied, with a nod and a warm smile. The night breeze carried the scent of roses through the courtyard. Under the soft glow of the moon, the new life of the billionaire heir had quietly begun. After sending Jasmine off, Shang Yunyan looked at the 13 people standing before him, his face filled with delight. Hello everyone, please come in. Let's get to know each other inside, he said warmly. Duan Yuru nodded and turned to the group. Everyone, bring your luggage in and follow the young master. Yes ma'am. As they stepped into the courtyard, the group couldn't help but stare in awe at the massive mansion ahead of them, flanked by 2 smaller villas and a spacious garden. They couldn't stop guessing, who exactly was this new young master to own such a luxurious estate right in the third ring of the imperial capital? The property must be several thousand square meters. The yard was so large that one could ride a horse around it. Inside, Shang Yunyan turned on the lights as Duan Yuru and the others followed him to the grand hall. Please take a seat. Don't just stand there, he said with asmal. Duan Yuru stepped forward politely. Young master, I'm Duan Yuru, your appointed head housekeeper, the one you spoke to on the phone, including me. There are 13 members in our household team. This is your private doctor, Hao Liang. This is your driver, Zheng Guangming, your financial manager, Hang Liping, your personal secretary, Li Zuer. These 2 are the housekeepers, Aunt Hang and Aunt Li. Our chefs are Sun Pingshan and Hao Yuanguo. The 2 maids are Linger and Lily. And finally, your bodyguards Chen Peng and Chen Zan. Greetings, young master, everyone said in unison, bowing politely. Shang Yunyan instantly blushed. Wow, that's amazing. You even have finance and a secretary. Wait, Zuer, are you the kind of secretary who helps with business affairs too, or just home matters? Duan Yuru replied gently normally. The secretary focuses on domestic affairs, but Zuer is capable of handling business tasks as well. However, that would incur an additional fee. No problem at all, Shang Yunyan said quickly. Please everyone, have a seat. Don't be so formal, think of this place as your home from now on. Actually, this is my first time visiting this villa too. I haven't even explored all the floors yet. I believe there are 2 smaller villas outside as well. Feel free to assign the rooms among yourselves. Yes, young master. I think we should tidy up the place first. Everyone, put down your luggage and start with some basic cleaning, Duan Yuru instructed. The other 12 immediately scattered around, cleaning each floor, while Duan Yuru followed behind with a notebook, jotting things down. Meanwhile, Shang Yunyan began touring the mansion. The second floor contained both Western and Chinese dining areas, 2 kitchens, a reception room, 3 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms and a cafe. The third floor featured 3 guest rooms, an office, a study, a tea room, and 4 more bathrooms. The fourth floor was entirely his master suite with 3 walk-in closets, a collectibles room, a massive bathroom complete with a round aquarium, massage bed, sunroom and sauna. The first basement level held a gym, swimming pool, lounge and shower rooms. The second basement housed a private bar, wine cellar and cinema, and the third basement level was dedicated entirely to storage and collections. As he wandered through the lavish villa, Shang Yunyan felt a bit dizzy from all the opulence, the glittering chandeliers, ornate European wallpaper, the strange but exquisite sculptures, and custom-made furniture everywhere. Yoru, what are you noting down? He asked curiously. I'm recording the details of every item in the house, Duan Yuru replied. Zuer, continue with the inventory. I'll discuss salary matters with the young master. Yes, sister, Zuer replied. Once Duan Yuru and Shang Yunyan stepped away, Zuer whispered to one of the young maids beside her. And so handsome, he's really handsome. I know, right? Way better than that old guy we served before. And his eyes, they ray so pure and kind. He even talks to us so politely. Working here is going to be great. Exactly. That's why we should work even harder. Meanwhile, Shang Yunyan and Duan Yuru returned to the main hall and sat across from each other. Yoru, I remember the butler service salary was 10 million a year, right? I don't think I've made any payment yet.